Hello everyone, I Shruti Jain, your Eduncle exam mentor is here today with a very common and the most important topic. This is the topic which really comes in all the competitive exams. If I talk about UGC NET, IBPS PO, IBPS Clerk, SSC या फिर मैं किसी भी competitive exams की बात करूं, questions इस topic में से जरूर आते हैं. This topic is literally very important अगर हम exam point of view से देखो तो. So the topic for today is active and passive voice. जी हाँ, डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन उठकर आ जाते हैं गवर्नमेंट रिलेटेड एग्जाम्स में या फिर कोई भी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स की अगर मैं बात करूं तो. सो दिस इज अ वेरी कॉमन एंड द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक. तो आज इस वीडियो को आप पूरा देखिएगा ताकि एक्टिव एंड पैसिव वॉइस से रिलेटेड आपके जितने भी डाउट्स हैं वो सारे क्लियर हो सके. So now let's start with the topic and we will be covering the entire topic in a detailed manner जहाँ पे हम with various tenses I'll be covering and with examples I'll be explaining you कैसे how do we convert the active voice sentence into a passive voice sentence. So now let's begin. Firstly I'll be talking about the present simple tense. So क्या रूल रहता है उसको एक ऐसे एग्जाम्पल के थ्रू I'll be explaining that how we change that particular thing into a passive voice. So now let's start with the very first, that is present simple tense. Present simple tense ka now let me just tell you the rule. What does the rule says? So if I am given with any active sentence and then I have to convert it into a passive voice, and that sentence is of a present simple tense, what will be the rule to convert that particular sentence? So the rule says first is the object plus is MR plus the third form of the verb plus by and then the plus subject. So this is a rule when we convert any particular active voice sentence that is of present simple tense. We know that tenses जो हैं तीन तरह के होते हैं, present, past and future. तो इसमें भी we have the variety की simple tense होता है, then we have the continuous tense, then we have the perfect tense. So I'll be coming with in this particular video I'll be coming with all these topics. So just now we are talking about just the present simple tense. तो ये रूल कहता है object plus is MR plus third form of the verb plus by plus subject. So any sentence which is of present simple tense we have to convert it into a passive voice. So we have to apply with this rule. Let's take an example. So sentence is he sings a song. This is a sentence which is in the active voice. Now we have to convert into the passive voice. What will go? How we'll be doing it? First is the object. So what is the object here? Object is a song. So we have written a song. Then what we have to add is MR. So we have added is. Then the third form of the verb. What is the verb here? That is singing. Sing is the verb here. So what will be the third form of this? Sung. Then we have to add by. We have added by. And then the subject, that is he. So he ka him will be writing. So he sings a song. A song is sung by him. Okay. Now let's come on to the sentence that is the negative one. That he does not sing a song. He does not sing a song is the sentence. Now we have to convert it into a passive voice. So again the object will come first. That is the song. Then is not. We have to add is MR is. Now it's as is the negative sentence, so we'll be adding not. Now then the third form of the verb, that is the sung. By we have to add, then the him, that is the subject. So he does not sing a song. A song is not sung by him. So this is how we convert a particular sentence into the passive voice. Now if I talk about the interrogative sentence, here I hope you know that what are interrogative sentences. That is when we are asking a question. The question sentence which ends with the question mark and where we are asking the question. So I am asking the question here, does he sing a song? So this particular sentence is in the active voice. Now I have to convert this particular interrogative sentence into a passive voice. So how I will be doing it? Is a song sung by him? This is how you convert any particular active voice sentence that is of present simple tense into the passive voice. I hope I am clear with this particular thing. Now let's talk about the past simple tense. So as we did in the present simple tense, I will be doing in the past simple tense. What will be the difference is where we were writing is MR after the object in that particular present simple tense. Here we will be doing was, were. Otherwise the rule remains the same. object plus was were plus third form of the verb plus by and then the subject. So the only difference is in here, that is SMR ko we will be doing was were. Now let's take a sentence, that is I killed a snake. So a snake was killed by me. Same thing, object. Instead of SMR, which we are doing in the present simple tense, we have written was. Killed, that is the third form of the verb. By we have to add and then the me is the subject. Okay, so this is how we convert that particular sentence into the passive voice. Now if I talk about, that is the negative sentence, I did not kill a snake. So the snake, that is a snake, was not killed by me. This is how we convert into passive voice. Now if I talk about the interrogative sentence, did I kill a snake? Was a snake killed by me? This is the another example which I have shown you for the past simple tense. Now if I talk about the future simple tense. So the only difference lies here again in the will shall, that is after the object part. So object plus will shall plus be plus third form of the verb plus by plus subject. So this is future simple tense. Now let me take an example. She will buy a car. This is the thing which will be done in the future. That is the future simple tense. So a car, now that is the object. Will, which I have to add as a will shall. Now another important thing here is be is added in the future tense. So be is added here. Third form of the verb, that is bought. By we have to add and then the subject, that is the her. So a car will be bought by her. So this is how we convert. Now if I take another example, she will not buy a car. So a car will not be bought by her. This is the passive voice of that particular sentence. Now if I talk about the interrogative sentence, will she buy a car? This sentence is in the future simple tense and it's the interrogative sentence. So how I will convert is, will a car be bought by her? So this is how the subject, the object, be, will, shall we are putting into the particular sentence. So this is what is all about future simple tense. If you have any doubt, I'm again saying do drop it in a comment box and I'll be clearing it in the upcoming video. Now let's talk about the present continuous tense. So we have done about the present, past, future in the simple tense. Now we'll be doing present, past, future into the from the continuous tense. In the continuous tense, how the sentences are converted in when we are talking about the continuous tense. So if I talk about the present continuous tense, so what is the rule? Rule says object plus is MR, that we used to do in the present simple tense as well. Then being is added in the present continuous tense. B-E-I-N-G. I-N-G refers to that the thing is particularly done. So it is done in the present, that is present continuous tense. When it's done in the past, it's the past continuous tense. And when it will be done in the future, it will be future continuous tense. So being is the thing which is added here in the sentences. Then again, the third form of the verb, by plus subject. So this is what is the rule for the present continuous tense. So let me take an example. This is in a sentence, I am writing a letter. So this is a thing, this is a sentence in the present continuous tense. So how I'll be converting it into the passive voice? A letter, that is the object. Is, that I have to add as per a rule, is MR. Being I have to add. Third form of the verb is written. Write ka kya hoga? Written, the third form. By I have to add by, and then the subject, that is me. So I am writing a letter is being written by me. If I talk about the negative sentence, I am not writing a letter is not being written by me. Am I writing a letter? That is the question mark. So is a letter being written by me? Is it the thing? So this is how we convert a particular sentence which is in the active voice into the passive voice when we talk about the present continuous tense. I'm telling you, this is the topic which I have come up with today because many students were asking. This is a very common topic and questions आते हैं, literally exams में आते हैं इस particular topic से. So there were questions, queries and concerns coming up कि to ask, the students were asking me to make a particular video. So I have come up. So अगर आपके पास भी कोई question है, कोई doubt है, or you want me to come up with a particular video, so do let me know in the comment box. Okay, so this was all which I talked about the present continuous tense. Now let's come up on to the past continuous tense. So again, what's the rule? Object plus was were instead of is am are. Again, the being will be added in the continuous tense as I said earlier in the present continuous tense. Then there is the third form of the verb, by plus subject. So this is the rule. Let me take an example. He was driving a car. So this is a common sentence which is of a past continuous tense. How I have to convert is a car, that is the object. Now was or were, that is was. Being will be added. Third form of the word, driven. By, so by, and then the subject, that is him. So he was driving a car was being driven by him. Next example, he was not driving a car. So a car was not being driven by him. And if I talk about the interrogative sentence, that is, was he driving a car? So was a car being driven by him? So this is how we convert a particular sentence which is of a past continuous tense into the passive voice. Now let's talk about this is how we do for the future continuous tense. So shall will be added and the being will remain the same and the entire thing will remain the same. So this is how we convert a sentence into passive voice from the future continuous tense. Now if I talk about the present perfect tense, what is the rule? Rule says object plus has have. Now when I talk about the perfect tense, has have is added, been is added in the present perfect tense, then the third form of the verb, by plus subject. So let me take you with an example. Let me show you with an example. So she has finished her work. This is the sentence which is of a present perfect tense. So how will that be converted into a passive voice? Her work has been finished by her. So the object, that is her work, has have we have to add. So has, been, we have written been. Third form of the verb, that is finished. By I have to add, that is by. And then the subject, that is her. So she has finished her work has been finished by her. Now if I talk about another sentence, she has not finished her work has not been finished by her. And then the interrogative sentence, has she finished her work? Has her work been finished by her? So this is the proper method how we convert that active voice sentence which is belonging to the present perfect tense into a passive voice. So this is there. Now if I talk about the past perfect tense, again what change will come? Instead of has I will be using had. So object plus had plus been plus third form of the verb plus by plus the subject. As an example, they had completed the assignment. So the assignment, that is the object. Assignment is the object here. Had I have to add, had I have been added, been. Third form of the verb, completed, by, subject is them. So the assignment had been completed by them. And if I talk about the negative sentence, they had not completed the assignment had not been completed by them. And then the interrogative sentence, had they completed the assignment? Had the assignment been completed by them? So this is the method we convert a particular sentence which is of a past perfect tense into the passive voice. And now if I talk about the future perfect tense, so the rule says object plus shall will is added here, have is added here, and been is added. Again, the third form of the verb, by plus subject. So you will have started the job. This is the sentence. So the job will have been started by you. Job is the object here. I have to add shall will is added. Have been I have to add have been. Third form of the word, that is started by, and here is the subject, that is you. So The job will have been started by you. You will have not started the job. The job will not have been started by you. Will you have started the job? Will the job has been started by you? So I hope I am making it clear and all your doubts are getting solved, and if you still have any doubt, so do let me know in our comment box. So this is how we convert a particular sentence that is of active voice into a passive voice. We have seen it in all the 3 tenses and in the simple tense, continuous tense and the perfect tenses as well. So I have few questions for you. Try these questions, all these 3 questions, and write the answers in our comment box so that I can know that you have got the point. And so the first question is, I am playing cricket. All the 4 options are here. So do let me know what's the correct answer. Second is, he had already passed the examination. So out of the 4 options, which option is correct? Do let me know in my comment box. And then the third question, I have not tasted the food. So all the 4 options, whichever is correct, do let me know, and I'll be happy to see your comments. And then if you have any doubts, do let me know in the comment box as well that you want a video on this particular topic. I'll be happy to make the video for the same. And do prepare well, give your best. UGC NET के एग्जाम्स जैसे आने वाले हैं, इसके अलावा और भी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में जो लाइंड अप है जून जुलाई में. So don't wait and prepare yourself to your level best. And with Eduncle करो लाइफ की तैयारी.
Now install all new Eduncle mobile app for a holistic learning experience of your higher education. From doubt solutions, preparation notes, exam updates and practice questions. Get all of these under one roof. Follow our social media for latest exam notifications and share your concerns with us through WhatsApp. Like the video, subscribe the channel and comment your suggestions down below. With Eduncle करो लाइफ की तैयारी.